Alright everybody, welcome back to Minecraft Feed the Beast Unleashed, where we have been left off for a tad bit on our ME Energetics, or whatever it's called, the Applied Energetics, yes. I left off for a little bit because I wanted to do a bit more research in what we can do, and I found quite a bit of stuff, with wireless stuff that we will, or wireless inventions, wireless innovations, that will allow us to have our supply place somewhere, anywhere here, but then we can have a wireless transmission, wireless thingamajiggers somewhere else, and we can interact with it. So that is something I would like to get into sometime soon. However, we are yet to even put down or plot an area out for our storage area with the Applied Energetics, because it's very cool the way storage works with this mod. So let's just get right to it. Now I know I have one more piece that I'm neglecting, or I just don't have at the moment, and I don't know exactly where it is. I would really rather not make another one, but I may have just dropped it off somewhere, but that's very possible. Let's see. I know do we have the power relay? Is that what we're looking for? That may very well be it. Here, let me just take a look, because sometimes I just don't see it. Okay, it is not in there. Right, we may have to make another one of these. I probably should have taken a look at this before I started up, but hey, I wanted to get right into it. But however, before I did start, I did a little bit of work with some bees, and something that we left off for quite a while I'd like to revisit. Anyhow, let's just take a look around for this thing real quick, since we're leaving Tinker's construct behind for just a tad. Not terribly long, just for a little bit. We still have our ender tank over there, which is something I kind of wanted to get into now, but if we have to make another power relay, that would be a bit daunting, because I'm pretty sure we made one. As a matter of fact, I'm rather confident, because I know we were having a trouble with it. Well, anyways, let me just see what it takes to make one, and I'll probably just cut real quick so I can make it. Where is it? It's the power relay, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to find it afterwards. No, I know I definitely made this, because we had to make this energy cell and the fluix crystals. I know for a fact we made it. Okay, well, I'm going to go take a look for it, and I'll be back when we find it. Alright, so we have all the stuff we need. We have A to Z, the ME stuff, and the power relay, and it appears as though when I went into the Twilight Forest to do some work, as a matter of fact, we'll go check that out in just a moment. I lag every time I hit Mr. Creeper. He is giving me a hard time. Anyways, when I went to the Twilight Forest, hopefully it doesn't happen now, but I was killed by a creeper yet again at my spawn portal. As a matter of fact, let's just head over there real quick just so we can take a look. Yeah, there's just a massive hole right here where I was killed. Yep, latest death right there. So I took the liberty of using some of that nether quartz we had left over to build ourselves a little pillar area right here and some gates that allow us to take a look all around, so we have a lot less chance of getting slaughtered by a creeper. So that's a thing. Hopefully it looks okay. I kind of just put it together, look like some sort of Greek Colosseum or whatever it may be. Anyways, it looks like these engines may be out of juice, so let's just fire them up real quick. Nothing to it, and there we go. So that should be quarrying for a bit longer. I'm not sure how many more levels it has left, but I just know that it has some in general, so that should be done soon enough. However, I do have an idea for the quarry when we do in fact move it up to the overworld using the ME system and some ender, what are they, ender chests? Yeah, ender chests. I've been thinking of ender tanks for the longest time, and I'm having trouble remembering them. So anyways, I'm not exactly sure where I want to put these, but they all have to be in a close proximity, ideally right next to each other. So I don't know if I want to make a storage area, or if I just want to put it into the lab up here, or if I want to make like a new place over there. I really don't know where I want to put this. I think I'll just put it up here for the time being, because when it comes to importing a bunch of stuff for storage reasons, it would probably be a good idea to have a dedicated area in general, because it has to be powered, this area and all. So yeah, it'd probably be a good idea to do that. But I do want to use this cave over here, or this hill. I haven't used it before, and I would really be interested in using it now, seeing as though I just like using new areas to build, and if we have a good opportunity to do it, then I would like to. So let's just knock this guy out right here. We've been getting quite a few of these spoils bags from Dartcraft. I'm not exactly sure what they are, aside from, you know, just giving me free loot, which is fantastic. But Yeah, that's a thing. I don't know. Now, I have had an idea. I have seen a good mod that I have used before called Ore Spawn. You may or may not be familiar with it. However, it adds a whole lot of new ores as well as monsters to fight. And seeing as though this mod pack isn't an extreme challenge yet, I was considering adding it in just as a side. So I don't know if that'd be something you'd be interested in finding. Some of the mobs may be mistextured because I'm using a custom texture pack right now. So that may be a problem we run into. However, if that's something you'd be interested in seeing, let me know, and I'll see if I can work out a compatibility. Because sometimes these things just don't work in unison, and I can understand that. But if we can get it working, and you would like to see that, let me know. Because I am always interested in adding new mods. I added the WAILA one, the what am I looking at one. You can see right now the stone at the top. That I added that in. So if that's something you would be interested in seeing, hey, let me know. So I'm thinking this is going to be a good storage room. I think it's just going to be a hole in the wall type of, you know, miner storage where they cut a hole into wherever they're mining at the current time, and then they start putting their chests on top of one another. So I remember a good design I saw in somebody's video. I don't remember. Yes, I do too. I watch other people's videos, in case you're wondering. I'm not one of those people who just hates everyone else on YouTube and just makes videos and closes off from the rest. No. Probably wondering why I said that. I know people like that. Don't worry, I'm not going to name any names, but I myself as a YouTuber, or I would not consider myself really a YouTuber so much so as somebody who puts stuff on here for people to watch. I am a video maker. How about that? There we go. That sounds a bit better. Does it? Or does it not? Does it make me sound kind of nerdy? Perhaps, but to each their own. Anyhow, let's just get onto this real quick. I'm probably just going to finish off this room and stylize it while I take a look at the most recent version of ore spawns. So, once again, I'll be cutting here. So yeah, see you in a bit. Alright everybody, so it's a different day actually. I was doing a lot of this building and then I had to go and have dinner with the family. Well, I didn't have to, but I chose to, because dinner with the family is fun. Because I really enjoy food. Anyhow, I finished up what was going on over here in my own time after we had gotten back from dinner, and then about that time I just thought, you know what, I'm probably going to go do something else. So I finished this up, I put in a nice little path here, I even did a cool little overhang thing with some shears and some leftover leaves that I had, and a lot of our last of our spruce wood actually went into designing this little mining entrance type of deal. I was trying to go for something that looks like it was built into a hillside, but not too, you know, not too destructively. I left this dirt and a little fence post with torches and all. So this is basically what we have right here. Now, I know it's not a very ornate room. It has like a basic little pattern that looks kind of stupid. I mean, it looks sort of stupid. I can understand that. But, you know, I just wanted to go for a little room that, you know, served its purpose and did its thing. We used some leftover glowstone and all. And we have our room over here where we are going to put all of our power. Now, as this is applied energetics, this power relay here is here for a reason, because we have to power it. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to do a different system later on where we have a geothermal generator, let's try that out for size, as well as the ender tanks, which we can transport in infinite lava and power that. But for now, we're just going to use a basic Stirling engine. Now, I've come to the conclusion that a lot of you probably do not enjoy me spending a long time crafting things. So if we've already crafted it before, I'm just going to cut it out of the episode, let you know that, hey, I'm going to go craft this. I'll be back as soon as it's the time. This has been a great episode of cutting, because I've just cut everything, and there hasn't been a whole lot more to it, because, you know, I know a lot of people just don't enjoy watching crafting, and if it's the first time we're crafting something, I'll craft it, and then after that, you know, it's all over. So if we had to craft the Stirling engine, I would just go do it, because we've crafted those before. Anyways, all we need now are these, and I don't know if we actually need a pump for that. I don't think we do. Now, do we have ourselves a lever? I can make one very easily, but I have a feeling we have one around here. Yep, there we are. Fantastic. We just need one, and this should power it sufficiently. However, we are going to need something else too before we set this up, and it's called an ME storage unit, I believe. There's different types of storage units. Here, let me just type in storage. I believe it should come up. There's disks. Okay, so as you can see, it's stored in bytes and types. Okie dokie, my mom came in and offered me a beverage, and I could not turn down such an offer. Anyways, the storage units, as they go, are in increments of, you know, storage capacity, with the bytes being how many of each item and the types being different types of items. So we can store a crap ton of items, more so than a normal stack of 64, with all the different bytes and the different types of storage. Now, I'm not sure how expensive these are, or really what the distinction is between what we actually relate to do to craft, because we can do that very easily, and
Okay, that advanced processor needs a diamond, so that's where the problem comes in for the 16K storage. I'm guessing it's kilobytes, I would assume. Anyways, I guess we're just going to start off real quick with this basic storage cell, which I believe we have plenty of the quartz and fluix left. I think we have this basic one, or wait, that's assembly, and then this is something else. Where be all my fluix? Well, you know what, tell you what, I've showed you the recipe already, so I'm just going to go ahead and craft this, and we'll be back when we have everything we need. Okay, so we have our first storage disk, and I found out something really cool that you could do. Let's say we're going to craft ourselves a storage unit. If we click the question mark, it makes a ghosting effect. So all the episodes where I was having trouble remembering even basic recipes, well, it's come to an end since I figured out what that's all about. And this guy seems to be back for a second, so let's knock him off the hill one more time and see if he wants any more. You don't want any more, boss. Come on, get out of here. So anyways, the way these drives work is we have a disk drive set up to the system over here, and I think we have everything we need. And this is a creeper with a TARDIS over here. Get over here. Come on. You can't do that. I think I already have that hat, actually, and there's a skeleton right there. Let's just get out of there. Now, I don't think it gives you the hat if the mob kills itself, so that may have just kept the hat away from us. I don't know if we have it or not. That should have killed him. Let me take a look. I forgot what the hat's menu was. Oh, well, anyways, it's some obscure key that I won't really need. Anyhow, let's get back in here. So, once we get into our storage area, all we have to do is have a power relay, have it hooked up through the back. I could probably do it through the bottom just to make it look better for, you know, the artsy effect, because I really like something that looks nice and not just like a bunch of wires slapped around. So we may need to actually switch this about. So I don't have that cable right there. So let me just do this one more time. There we go. And we will put the lever there. Lever, lever. No, I've heard both, but I don't know which one is technically correct. I guess they both could be correct if you're really that into it, but hey, whatever you want to do. Alright, so here we go, and let's charge this up. So you can see the power going through here. This is basic buildcraft stuff, and actually the door covers it up really nicely. And this is the power relay, and this should be where it tells you how much power there is. Power units, and it says it's online here. It says power is low, of course, because this thing doesn't generate a great amount of power, really, because it's not even really heated up yet. So we really could, if we wanted to, build a second Stirling engine, because I do not believe these overheat at all like the combustion engines, so we don't have to worry about making an engine cooling bay with a pump and all. So that's one advantage to doing this type of system. However, it is very low on the power. So this is giving power right in here. And I guess we could wait for this to power up a little bit. To give you a little idea, here's the drive right here. And I believe if we just right click with this, it'll show up in the drive. So we put that in there, it shows the one drive, and then we can start storing items in here. Now I don't know if there's enough power. I think it's like snapping in and out of the power. So we may just have to give this a moment. So it's using a lot of energy right now because all the systems are online. So basically what we can do is we can store items in there. So let me see if we have another Stirling engine. Well, while we're at it, I guess we can go check out the quarry just to see if it is quite done. I bet there's a bunch of spiders up here. Oh my goodness gracious. I guess I'm glad I have this Bane of Anthropods sword. I guess it wasn't really working too well. Anyhow, we're almost ready for another enchantment too, which will be fantastic when we get around to that point. Let me just take one more look real quick and just see if we have another Stirling or something special in here. We still never put down the compressor or the... we have a compressor and an extractor. I don't know where the extractor is gone, but I know we have one around here somewhere. So that's something we'll be able to use in due time. I wonder if we just hook up a couple redstone engines, if that'll do the trick, because I know they produce minuscule power, but I think they could actually help out. I really don't know. It would be cool if they did. I don't know. It might just help it get along its way, because redstone engines are infinite power practically, because all you have to do is turn them on. They just need the redstone signal, and then they are good to go. So let's put in a couple of these. Oh, probably should not have done that. I don't know if engines actually stack up or not. So let's see here. Let's just get the bay all ready here. Now this is probably a terribly inefficient design, and I am well aware of that. So let's just set up these engines like so. And not quite, buddy. That is not quite what we're looking for. Here, let me go grab another wrench real quick, because we can turn around the engines with that, and that would be absolutely fantastic. So once those heat up, we should be getting a decent amount of power, and then once we do the ender tank to the lava in the nether, that'll make things go so much quicker, and we won't even have to worry about the system at all. It'll just be completely self-sufficient, although it will be a bit cheaty since we are kind of reaping the benefits of unlimited power. I think that's what they tried to fix in Tekkit, where you could do unlimited power regeneration through the energy, whatever it's called, the condenser, the energy condenser, those usually made things a whole lot easier. Alrighty, so we've got these now, and we can just link them up with gold conductive pipes, because the gold conductive pipes are the best. And this texture pack really makes things look fantastic. Now, I don't think I have enough. Alright, I need to keep that lever there. Let's see. Can I do something funky back here? I've got some redstone on me. I could just do a little bit of a wowzer here. Now, I'm not terribly good with redstone, so as far as I know, we can't just power these blocks. We actually had to power the immediately next one. So let's just see if that works. Does that give it to them? Or do they have to be at the end of the receptacle, so I pretty much just have to put these in on their own? Okie dokie. Shows how much I know about redstone, huh? Alright, there we go, and I may just have to put this one up on a block. Here, let's just see. I'm making this a lot more complicated than it needs to be. Does that power the block, or do I have to put it up? No, because that's still there. Okay, this is more complicated than I thought, and I could have done this a much easier way, but no, I chose not to. Let's just have these two at the end right here. Turn those on, flip the switch. Or why are they not going? I gave them the power. These are redstone engines, are they not? Yeah. Flip this. It's on. That is strange. I don't know what's going on here. Is it because something else is going on here? Alright, well, if that doesn't work, that's okay. We still have all of our engines, and we really don't have to worry about it at all. That's okay, I guess. It's not a big deal, since our Sterling engine here is doing quite enough work, really, and we can always just build another one to get the system going if we really need to, or we just get going with the tanks in there. I just want to try one more time, because I've seen this work before, and I'm fairly certain you can do this. Because if you just power up the engine, it should get going. Unless there's just something different. I'm probably missing something. Oh well. Anyhow, let's just go in here. It might be the conductive pipe that it doesn't want to pump into that because it would be an unlimited power source. I'm guessing that is what it would be. Now, I think I have all the machines here, but the power keeps turning in and out, as you can see. I think it's just running through power too quickly. This may not be a strong enough source. We may need another Sterling engine. Anyways, I think that'll... Let me see. I think I can probably go build another one really quickly, so I'm going to go build another one right now, and we'll see if we can get it on the road with things. Okay, building is for chumps, so I just went and stole some of the engines from the quarry. When you already have, might as well use. Okay, so let's just line these guys up like so, and then we can just power them right on in. Or we could just make a space in between each, just make this all ornate, give them their own space. They are engines after all, they need their space. Let's just put these down like so, these nice little wooden conductives, because they need wood to get going. And there we go, that is the terminal right there, we're ready to roll. All we need now is some coalio. Let me just see if I can nick some from here. There we go. Now this should provide sufficient power. Let's see. Now that engine isn't even heated up yet, so let's see. This should give us plenty enough power, especially when they start going in different ticks, so they're always providing an energy level at different ticks. See, this engine goes, then these two go, and they're all at a little bit of a different pace, so it should give consistent power all the way through. Let's go take a look, shall we? This should be powering up at this point. Yeah, I think it is, because look, it's not running out of power anymore. Fantastic. So it just needs several engines, so we might just want to get going with the ender tank strategy pretty soon. Anyways, the way the terminal works is you can just toss in your items like so, and you see they all pile up, and it doesn't matter. We can handle 64 types because we already have it in a drive. Now, let's say, oh boy, I want some cobblestone. So if I type in cobblestone, it's more than a stack, and it's right there. I pull it out, and then I can put it right back in. So this is really handy for bulk items, especially. So this is something really cool right here that I just really like about Applied Energetics. It's a fantastic way of sorting your inventory out and makes things just really quickly. You want your torch? All right, go and grab your torches, and it's just that simple. So I think that'll really do it for this episode of Minecraft Feed the Beast Unleashed. Thank you all very much for watching. Next episode, we'll get going with the ender tanks and make this a whole lot more efficient, and we'll also do some pretty other cool jazz. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all very soon.